Yo guys, how are you all doing? I hope you're well. So we're here in Blackburn. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're back out on it every single day, chucking out new videos and new content for you guys to enjoy. Please don't forget to smash that like button. And if everybody right now can pause this video and make sure that subscribe button is hit, because I'm coming to different cities and different towns up and down the country. And make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. All right, so the reason we're here is to highlight a story to do with a lady called Kelly who has died in the custody suite here in Blackburn. Now, I've just stumbled across these flowers here and I thought these was for the lady who died. Doesn't look like that's the case. These flowers are for a police officer, it seems, who died. I want to know where the flowers are for the lady who died in the custody suite. She has severe mental health issues. Anyway, we're going to get into this now. Please don't forget, like I said, to subscribe. We're going to be highlighting the corruption and the wrongdoings up and down the country. But this police station here, the lady passed away. She had severe mental health issues. She got put on life support machine and she ended up dying in the hospital. Now, I've been here a few times before. The lady who died here, her name was Kelly Burns. She had a history of severe mental health issues, and there was an inquest going in to how they've looked after her in the custody suite and why they didn't check on her the way they should have done with someone who has mental health issues. So I'm here today really to ask police officers their thoughts on Kelly Burns and why they didn't act the way they should have done with someone with mental health. It's an absolute disgrace that there's no flowers laid out for her. You know, where are the flowers? You know, but yet there's flowers over there for a police officer. Not willing to talk. It seems like someone's had their hair ripped out, some extensions. Hello, you all right? How's it going? We spoke before with me and you, haven't we?
I've never met you before.
All right. Listen, what's happened to Kelly Burns and here was an absolute disgrace. You know, you guys are obviously... What's going on there then? How come you didn't check on her the way you should have done?
I have no idea.
You know who Kelly Burns is, don't you?
I don't mean to be rude.
Do you know who Kelly Burns is? The lady who passed away in here with mental health issues, yeah?
I don't mean to be rude.
Please answer me
I've
that.
just got some paper to sort.
Please answer me that.
If I could answer it, I would.
Why was she not checked on properly?
Okay,
Why was she not checked on properly, please?
Okay, I've got to go.
She's now dead because of the hands of you guys.
Alright, I've got to go.
Come on.
Alright, sorry.
No comment, no comment. Don't want to speak. They're willing to speak up until I mention that name. Rest in peace, Kelly Burns, in the chat, guys, and show some love. Hello, nice to meet you. All right? What's going on with Kelly Burns? And is an absolute disgrace. Well, how come she weren't checked on the way she should have been? Kelly Burns died in here last. So how come she's not being checked on? I mean, mental health is important, right? We need to make sure that the vulnerable are being checked on. I know, but come on, if she's now dead, sir, it's not acceptable. What do we do about this? Like, what can you do to change? What can we do to change to make sure this doesn't happen again? But you didn't know, did you? Because she's now dead.
I'm gonna have to go anyway.
Come on. Guys, I know it's not his fault. But the message needs to be clear, doesn't it? We need to put the message out to the people and the people in here to start checking on these people, on the vulnerable and the people who are suffering with mental health. They've got a history on this lady. They know she suffers with mental health. I want to know, how did she die in a cell? Which, like, a couple of officers there as well in the car. So we're at the front desk. Hello? Sorry to bother you. Are you having your food?
No, I'm just eating a little chocolate. You okay?
I'm here really to highlight the story regarding Kelly Burns, the lady who passed away in this custody suite. I want to know really is, she suffered with mental health, we all know that. Why is she not being looked after the way she should have been? Pardon? Okay. And also, where are the flowers? Where are the people? You've got flowers out there for other officers who have passed away, but there seems to have no flowers.
Sorry, I'll speak to you, but I'm not being filmed.
I'll turn the camera away for your respect. I will do that.
Thank you.
No problem. It is turned away, sweetheart.
Well,
It's turned away. It's not.
can you turn it off? I'm not dealing with you taking. You've got that.
I would like to speak. Come on, it's a camera.
I'm sorry.
I would like to document this, sweetheart.
Invasion of my privacy. I am not being.
I will turn the camera away.
It's all right.
Can you not speak to me, sir? Why is everyone running scared? There's a lady who's passed away in this custody this week because of mental health. I'm not being aggressive. Pick yourself up and leave. This is disgusting. When you're arrested, you should be looked at. You should be looked after. They ask you when you get booked in. They ask you, have you got any mental health illnesses? Even if she said no, they've got a duty of care. Hello, sir. So what's going on then?
Can I get someone to come and speak to you?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cheers. Listen, I'm concerned really about this police station. You know, we're living in a world where mental health is serious. It's got to be taken seriously, sir.
Absolutely.
It can't be laughed at. It can't be joked at. And the fact that this lady has been left in a cell knowing she's got mental health illnesses, and she was on life support machine after killing herself, it's just not acceptable. It's just not acceptable. We have to protect no matter what they get done for. Life is important. So why are we not protecting them? I know there's a retired police officer who's up for hearing, we know this. But it's funny that he's a retired police officer. It's almost like you're passing the buck to someone who's retired, you know? Hello? You alright?
Yeah.
Excuse me, are you an officer?
No.
So are you going to send someone down to see me?
Yeah, someone's going to come and speak to you.
Should I wait? Where do you want me to wait? Sorry to put you on the spot, but you've got to...
Yeah, it's okay.
Someone's got to be, you know...
Yeah, someone's going to speak to you.
Thank you.
Are you an auditor then?
No, I'm not an auditor. I'm a reporter. I'm a journalist.
Right, okay.
Nothing to do with auditing.
Yeah.
It's important to get this news out. And the fact that it's now a retired police officer who's now taking the rap for this, what's he going to do? Lose his job? He's retired.
Yeah, obviously I can't comment on
Yeah, well, I can comment on the case because I just think that when it comes down to mental health, it has to be treated seriously. It's got to be taken seriously. Would you agree?
Absolutely, yeah, of course it is, yeah.
The fact that this lady's died in the hands of this police station just shows that it wasn't taken seriously.
We'll get someone to speak to you.
Yeah, how long is it going to be? Do you know?
Can you just move to one side? I'll stop myself in, thank you.
See, this is why the word auditing is done. If I said I was an auditor, a police officer won't come out and speak to me. Honestly, guys, did you hear what he said? What did he say? Are you an auditor? As soon as you mention you're an auditor, they don't want to hear. Guys, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm using the reporting language right now. I'm going to be a reporter. And that's what I do best, I will. Reporting the news and speaking to the police about the facts. Now, to give you a little bit more of a story of Kelly Burns. Kelly Burns had an argument with her partner and she was found in the middle of the street in her pajamas walking down the street. That just tells you she's obviously not mentally well. And when she got arrested, when she was arrested, she was brought into this police station here and she was found dead in the police cell. So they took her to Blackburn Hospital and they had her on life support machine until December. And that's obviously when she passed away. Now, I don't see remembrances, flowers, or anything to show their condolences and their, upset of Kelly Burns. However, we do see some wreaths and some pictures, some wreaths and some flowers out the front there for a police officer who passed away. Now, I'm not saying that's not important, of course. Lay flowers for them as well. But where's Kelly's flowers, eh? It's a very, very sad set of affairs we're living in right now, and things need to be looked at, and this is why reporting is important for me. I'm here, like I say, at Blackburn, waiting for a police officer to come out and speak to me. Time. Hello, you alright, officer? Oh, you're a solicitor?
I'm a solicitor, mate.
Alright. You've heard the story about Kelly Burns dining here, didn't you?
I beg your pardon?
You've heard about the story about Kelly Burns dining here in custody suite?
No.
There's a lady called Kelly Burns with mental health issues. She died in the custody suite.
Yeah.
She got left
When
with
was
mental
this
illness
happened?
a while back, but the police officer is now a retired police officer, is now under inquiry. So what's he going to do, lose his job? He's retired. It's just a big scam. It seems like everything's just been brushed under the carpet and they're putting the blame on...
You have to make an official complaint.
I'm trying to speak to him. They said an officer was coming. I've been sat out here for 25 minutes, 30
Right,
minutes.
no, but if you go online, if you go to the independent police place, they can do a written... You have to do a written complaint, because that's not acceptable.
It's not acceptable, is it?
No.
It should be checked on. She should be checked on. She was dead now. She was on a life support machine until December because obviously these didn't check on her and the way they should have done.
You've got to make a written complaint.
I will.
Or see your MP.
Thank
Don't
you.
let it go.
I won't. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you. Great solicitor, right there. Don't let it go. Did you hear him? Do not let it go. Fantastic. Alright guys, well they're clearly fobbing me off. I've been sat there now for about 30 minutes. Doesn't seem like they want to speak to me at all, so I'm going to walk around the back and see if I can speak to some police officers regarding this. Listen, I'm doing the honourable thing, wanted to speak to one officer individual. They're obviously fobbing me off. This is why, guys, we have to go this next length and start flagging down police and asking them, because no one's got any answers and nobody wants me to ask them questions. It's an absolute joke. So anyway, big respect to the solicitor who has obviously given me his time. I really appreciate your time, mate. Honest to God, thank you. Have a great day, sir. Cheers. You know, news is power, and we've got to get the truth out there, but the police will not allow it to happen. Guys, this is double yellows. Police car parked on double yellows again. Can't even walk through it. I had to walk onto the road. Look at this. Look at this. Like I say, guys, they do what they want when they want. This isn't private land. To any police officers watching from Blackburn, this isn't private property. This is public property, yeah? That's what this is. Pardon, my mate? Have you got yours? Have you got one? Thank you, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Just saying there, look at that police car just parked. I had to walk into the middle of the road for it. I know it's petty, but it's not. If I had a pram, you know the script. Thank you. Honestly, do you yeah, and do you do work with shutting this stuff down, this corruption? Do you do work like that?
We'll see what we can do. You ring us up if you want us, all right?
You're a gentleman. Thank you so much. Thank you, my mate. Thank you. Absolutely spot on right there. He's giving me his car, solicitor has. And, oh, God. You know, that's what we need. We need people who are willing to help and make a difference. And that solicitor was very keen to take that story on and get the information out. All right, guys, so we're around the back again to see if any police officers have got anything to say regarding Kelly Burns' death. The fact that she was left alone. She has severe, obviously, mental health issues. And officers like that just ignore us. Yeah, so, like I say, guys, it's becoming a very known thing, this. Police not really checking on, you know, the inmates. You know, the police need to understand this is their job, all right? Not to take it personal, not to start laying punches and start kicking off and causing trouble, but it's their job to put criminals away. They should not be taking it personal at all. Hello, guys. Hello? Yeah, I'm not so bad, yeah. Look, what's the situation with Kelly Burns here when she passed away in here and the fact that she weren't checked on with her mental health?
I don't know anything about it.
She died, mate, in here in East custody. What do you think? It's not nice, is it?
No, it's not, but I don't know if
But she should be checked on, shouldn't she? Yeah, all right. Thank you for your answers. Thank you. Oh, well, at least to give us something. He should be checked on. Did you hear that? So, I know he didn't want to say much, but the fact that, you know, he's speaking truth, she should have been checked on. You can hear the police dogs barking down there, look. I'll tell you what makes you laugh, yeah? This officer can clearly see I've got a camera in my hand. He drove right past me. He knows I'm filming. But they're just break the law right in front of the camera. It's like they don't know their own laws. Just pulled up onto the curb on double yellows, just parked on side. Do you see what I mean? He's not in an emergency. The only people who can park on double yellows are people with disabled badges and people in an emergency, like in emergency vehicles. Sir, you can't park there, sir. That's double yellows and he's on a park. Come on. One rule for one. Come on, sir. Look at this, blatant ignored. What's... Sir, you'll have to move that. Double yellows and on a pavement. There's a parking space right there, I can see one. Just lazy. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why is he ignoring me? Hello? Hiya mate, how you doing? I'm just wondering. Yeah, that's it. Look at this. You parked illegally. They just ignored me. Look, that car is struggling to get past there. Not joking it. Now, before anyone says, yeah, but he's an emergency vehicle, he can park where he wants. Does that look like an emergency vehicle? Does that look like an emergency vehicle? There's a reason why there's double yellows there, okay? What's the point of having them there if you're just going to park where you want? Guys, this is one rule for one rule for another, eh? That's what this is happening here. This is what's going on. So when you want to park and you've got no money for your parking ticket, just go and park on double yellows and just send them this picture. And say, well, other people are parking where they want, so why can't I? Please. What are your thoughts on Kelly Burns? Guys, the lady who died in here, in custody because the police couldn't look after her properly because of her mental health. What do you think the police officer should get in prison? Will he even go to prison? Guys, come on. I think you should speak up. There's a lady who passed away in this police station. Her mental health wasn't correct. And the police allowed her to die. How long do you think the police officer should get in prison for allowing that to happen? Will he even go to prison? Guys, please. I think the public need to know the answers. We're living in a world right now where mental health is on the up. And one of your officers are parked illegally there as well, can you see? I noticed that you two are going to have to walk in the middle of the road now because you can't park correct. It's on double yellows on a pavement. Risking our lives just to go and see a police officer. The fact that you ignore us, it worries us. Kelly Burns needs looking after that day. She needs looking after, guys. So why didn't you look after her? Why didn't you look after her? She's now dead. Any sorries to her family and friends? It's an absolute tragedy what happened to Kelly Burns inside this police station. She was not looked after. She was not cared for. She is now dead in the hands of this police force. How can they possibly ignore someone, a member of public like myself, just asking a few questions? Picture this. If a murderer was on the street, would the reporter try and get some information on him to why he did it? Yes or no? If a murderer was on your street, would a reporter want to know why he murdered that person? Because that's what this is. This should not have been, this should not have happened. It just shouldn't have happened at all. Rest in peace, Kelly Burns. And I'm telling you guys, this story needs to be spread far and wide to let the world know that this police station allowed a female who has mental health condition to kill herself in one of the cells. And she was on a life support machine until December and she died and she passed away. Anyway guys, they obviously don't want to talk. They don't want to give any information on what happened that day. Rest in peace, Kelly Burns. These should have looked after her. They should have cared for her. She had mental illness. She had an argument with her partner. She was found walking down the street in her pajamas. She should have then been allowed, you know, she should have been looked after. They obviously know there's something not right with her where she's walking down the street with her pajamas on, in tears and distressed. They put her in a cell on her own, which obviously led to her death. They didn't check on her, and later that day they found her dead. She then got rushed to hospital. She got put on a life support machine, which in December she then died. That was this police station, that was this police force. And as you can see today, guys, they don't want to speak about it. They don't want to have they don't want me to have my say on it. They've promised me that an officer will come out and speak to me. Has he been out and spoken to me? No. This is admission of guilt. They should bow their heads in shame. And then you've got to start asking yourself, are you safe in the hands of the police? Yesterday I was in Preston. I seen a man leave the police station. You haven't seen it, check the link in the description, with a black eye because the police officer punched him straight in it. These police officers should not be violent. This is an absolute joke and things need to be looked at. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up, all right? Big respect to everybody for watching. I've done my best here. There's nothing really much else we can say except Blackburn Police Station, you should be looked at. They should have a brand new force because of all this. No one seems to have any answers. All right, guys, stay safe. Please, if you could subscribe and hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. And I'll catch you all on the next one, guys. Let me know in the comment section where you think I should go next. Which town, which city. Like I say, I'm traveling up and down the country doing this. So, yeah, big respect, everybody. See you later.